Hello sim racers and welcome to a new Pitlane sim racing video. Today we are checking out the completely reworked and recently re-released FRM Super Touring mod for GTR2. So come and join me out on track and let's check out this new BTCC Super Touring mod. Okay virtual racers, here we are on the grid with a full lineup of the 1998 BTCC Super Touring grid. As you can see, as we make our way down, we've got just about every and any manufacturer that would have appeared in that season, along with all the right liveries and drivers. We have lined up at the back because we're going to have some fun as we make our way through the field over this short 10-minute sprint race. And here's our chosen chariot, John Clelland's Vauxhall Vectra. Those of you of a nervous disposition, be warned, some AI may get hurt in the making of this video. Right, let's see if we can get this thing off the grid. Oh yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Do have a tendency to bog down in these front wheel drive cars. Right, here we go. Turn 1. 19 cars. Ooh. And we're already being squeezed out. Got to be a little bit careful. Cold tyres. Can especially be dangerous with the rear end when it's running a swap. Okay. Let's let the grid settle down a little bit. Oh. A little wide there. So once again we find ourselves in one of the grandfathers of sim racing titles, GTR2, which must be coming up to somewhere near 20 years old. But the FRM modding team have decided to stick with this platform with their latest version of their touring car mod. Oh, a little bit of lock up there. Oh. And they spent 2020 basically doing a ground up rework and rebuild of their touring cars, and they released it back out to the public at the end of January 2021. And I'll tell you what, they have done a cracking little job. Yeah, it's everything, graphics, sounds, in particular the physics handling and AI, all been tweaked, looked at, updated, changed. And the end result is something pretty spectacular, I've got to say. What we'll do is we'll start off by letting you have a listen to these super tourers in anger. Now tell me that doesn't get the hairs on the back of your neck standing up. If anybody who remembers the Super Touring cars from the TV coverage, from the onboards, how close is that? How raw, how visceral does that sound? It's as close as we're ever going to get in digital form. But it really grabs you, drags you in, And then of course, once you're in the car, the level of detail is surprisingly good, considering, you know, the title that they've chosen to work with. Look at the dashboard. You've got all the displays there, steering wheel, air vents, everything. The different textures, different level of detail. It's there. I've had a good look at the cars on this particular 1998 grid, and comparing them with the pictures of the real thing. They're the right spec, they're the right models, with the right liveries and drivers. So, you know, considering they've got about a decade's worth of touring cars and touring car series, the level of detail and attention is fantastic. Yeah, you got to take your hat off to these modders for the amount of work they put in to allow us to enjoy our virtual motorsport as close as it can be to the real thing. Can you imagine what the level of detail would be like if you know, they were able to pick a slightly more modern platform? But having said that, hello, somebody's gone. GTR2 isn't looking too shabby. You can apply what's called an anniversary patch, which does help drag this title a little bit further forward. So, you know, more high quality textures. And there are some even better looking tracks than this. And links to that will be in the description, along with all the details for where you can find these mods. I've got an Aquaforce direct drive wheel and some Fanatic V3 load cell pedals, and they work perfectly. The only thing you have to remember is this sim title does have a 3 USB device limit, so I've had to disconnect my button box to allow me to use my shifter, pedals and wheel. But I have to say, I'm really impressed. The level of feedback is brilliant. In fact, I've had to turn the wheel strength down, because when you got a bit of snap oversteer or torque understeer, it actually became quite a battle to work against the wheel. But as I say, as for the physics and the handling, they have got these Super Tourers nailed. Ooh, little kiss there. Come on, Niels, that's it, we got him. That's one of the independents. Under heavy braking, you've got the engine, gearbox, everything's all up, there you go, all up front. So under heavy braking, if you've got a little bit of lock on, that rear end gets incredibly light and skittish, and it does want to try and overtake you. So you have to be quick with the reactions, with a little bit of opposite lock, just to bring that rear end back in. But it all goes as expected, and you can save it. And again, these are overpowered, undertired, so you have got what I always love about front wheel drive cars, is the torque understeer, power understeer, whatever you want to call it, but it's there in bucket loads. You get too greedy on that throttle and that car just plows straight on. The beauty of it is because of the physics, the force feedback, you can just, well, hello, that battle for that spot didn't quite work out. Is that, you know, by feathering the throttle, by being sensible with throttle application, you ease off a little bit, you can feel the car coming back to you, you can feel the grip level building back up, and then you're able to reapply the throttle and carry on. Come on, let's get this independent. We're a manufacturer team. And also, as you quite often see, when you do get it wrong, when you do start to spin or lose control, what you do, you just stamp on the throttle, light those front tyres up, and allow the car to drag itself back into a straight line, and that works perfectly. That aspect of it is brilliantly modelled. I've had to use that. Oh yeah. Oh, I just love the way the car dances about on the limit there, and you've got to be quick, got to be nimble. As we've seen with the AI, once you get past turn 1, mind you, turn 1 in a real touring car race can be a lot of argy-bargy and darting about, and unusual braking, so it's probably not that unrealistic. But what are we on? We're on 95%, just to allow me a little bit of mental capacity and breathing space to be able to talk and drive. But you set these at 100%, set the aggression to real. Oh, you have to fight for each place. It's a real sense of achievement. Lining up a pass. He's going to come back on the inside of me, look. Too late. I'm going to hang him out to dry as we cross the traded paint. I'm not going to worry about trading details. There we go. Top 10 finish. Well, that was my look at the recently reworked and re-released FRM touring car mod for GTR2. And of course, links for the mod and links for the update anniversary patch, which does make GTR2 a lot easier to set up, a lot nicer to use with modern hardware. Will also be linked to. And please remember to check out our other touring car mods on Pitlane Sim Racing. We've got loads of them. I'm always on the hunt for anything touring car related, specifically British touring car related, on any sim. And I don't think there's a sim racing title that we haven't found a touring car of some description on to race. But yeah, considering the game is practically next to nothing now, and there's still a really active modding community for it. Oh, sorry mate. It is well worth checking out, downloading, setting up, because I know it's another old title. You know, it'd be lovely if we had this depth and breadth of touring car content in something like Assetto Corsa or R Factor 2, but you know, they've got their touring car stuff, but it's only the odd car here, there. You know, this is complete seasons, full grids. So I keep GTR2, Race 07, some of these older titles still installed, because I still come back to them, because I still find a lot of enjoyment and a lot of fun from racing touring cars on these titles. Right, that's enough of me rambling. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Consider a like, follow, share. Let me know. You know, is there a good touring car mod for a more modern title that I haven't already covered on the channel, leave the info in the comments below and I'll gladly check it out. Okay, thanks for watching, have a good one, and remember, race hard, always race fair. Bye bye.